Alright, hello you guys, this is the update video I was talking about. Okay, so I'm going to explain right now everything that happened with Nick, and I'm going to explain who the people of the Smiley guys are. This will be uploaded shortly. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking the Smiley guys will be a different video, and I'll just upload this one as soon as it's done. So that way I get this video out on why Nick is not a part of the Smiley guys, nor is he my friend or anything anymore. So, basically, alright, where do I start? So Nick moved in pretty much September. Him and I were really good friends, and he moved in because of really bad home problems. Now, I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on saying certain things I say. If I do that, please try and remember it, because it will be a key part near the end of the story. So, the reason why this was happening is because Nick said that he cleaned everything in his house, and his mother did nothing, and she was a fat, lazy piece of shit, and blah, 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 blah. Right? So, remember that. So, Nick moved into here, and my mom even treated him as her own son. So, Nick moved in, and because he did everything over there, I actually do all the chores around my house. So I was hoping he could come over here, and he could start helping me out. That way I have more time for this. But I don't. I have less time for this. Because he did nothing, and he didn't even clean it up for himself. For about 8 months, I let him get away with only feeding cats and giving them water. I have 2 cats. I'm surprised neither of them are in here. I could see one of them in the living room. Anyway, the house is in a big maintenance thing right now. Like, it's being cleaned heavily now that he's gone. That's why there's 2 garbage bags here. I'm going to be taking them soon. So, Nick didn't clean up after himself when he was always in the living room on my PS4, which is still in the living room now. But this is what happened. So to my girlfriend, he was saying to her that I'm a fat, lazy piece of shit, and I do nothing around the house, and he does everything, and blah 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 blah. I kicked him out of the house for a day, just so me and my 2 stepbrothers could clean the fucking house. The whole thing. We did all the dishes, we fucking cleaned my room, the living room, the bathroom. Everything was clean, except my sister's room, because that, I was tired as shit after everything, so we just took a break. And we planned on doing it, but then we all, passed out. So, so Nick storms out of the house and leaves. We worked for 8.5 hours cleaning this house. So Nick comes home, all pissed off, and then he starts saying, maybe 3 days later, that I haven't done anything around the house for months. I'm a lazy piece of shit. I'm a fat fuck. I'm just trying to control him and make him my bitch. So, with the dishes, I asked him to do it every other day. That's all I wanted him to do. I wanted him to do the dishes every other day, and I would do them every other day too. The dishes get done every night. So realistically, there's only 5 or 6 dishes. It's only really him and I that were home all the time. My stepbrothers are only here on the weekends. My mom is normally out all the time. My sister is normally out all the time too. So it's just 2 of us. There's not a lot of dishes being used, especially when I'm the only one that cooks. So, and whenever I cook, I clean the fucking dish when I'm done. Unless it's stuck to the bottom, like one of those retarded pots. So you have to let it soak first. But point still stands. Anyway, so Nick refused to do it because apparently he was sick of being my bitch, and I'm just trying to control him. And because my girlfriend was asking him to do it, she was trying to control him too. So he refused to do it. He did it once over 2 weeks, and I I did it like 5 times over 2 weeks. All the times that I didn't do it were because I was waiting for him to do it, and then I just got sick of fucking waiting. So, not only that, but I'm always in here, right? This is my space. It has been for a long time. I have my bed, my 2 dressers, my desk, and then I have this little thing. This little thing, where just the router and everything is. And then I have my computer, and then my computer chair. That's it. That's what's in my room, and the TV. And then I've just got the closet, but the closet is just used for my coats and everything. So, by the way, my girlfriend broke that. That'll be in one of my story times that I'll be making only after this. Okay, so, I'm in the kitchen sometimes, cooking. I'm in the washroom, obviously. So, for garbage day, I would do the, I said I would do the washroom, kitchen, and my room. Nick needed to do the living room and just tidy it up on Tuesday night for garbage night. He refused to do this, so what I did is I left him a note. The note said, I do not try and control you, and if you would like to talk shit about me to my girlfriend, and you would like to do nothing around the house when all you need to do is clean up Capital's your mess, then fine. I have taken quote unquote control of my belongings. Because of him moving in, he pretty much had nothing. What he had was a couple games that he stole from his mother. He had a speaker, and he had some clothes. Most of those clothes were bought by my mom for him. So I had my PS4 in the living room for him. The charger he used for the tablet he stole from his friend. I took both of those back. And I hooked the PS4 back up in my room. I had the chargers plugged in. He wakes up at 6 in the morning. He reads the note. He comes into my room, and he steals from me. He steals one of the charging cords. He takes my microphone, my iPad, my iPod, my charger, and my headphones. And he goes and he hides them in my sister's room. So I wake up. Like I said, he took his fucking charger and still felt the need to take my shit. So I walk into the living room in the morning, and I said, because I noticed the microphone was gone. That was the first thing I noticed. Because I'm reaching, look at this, right? I'm looking around on the floor because I'm like, it must have fallen. So I'm looking around, and I'm seeing the cord, and I'm like, where the fuck is the microphone? So I pull the cord, and I just get this piece, because it disconnects. And so I go into the living room, and I said, give me my fucking charger back right now. You want to take all my shit? You want to take my fucking microphone? Give me the fucking charger back then. So he is like, he's like, then give me the charging cord. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was partly awake. You walked into my room at 6 in the fucking morning and took and took it. And he's like, this is not the one I need. This one doesn't work. So I was like, the fuck? So I go into my room and I look for the cord for about 30 fucking seconds. It's on top of my fucking dresser. So how is it? He says he searched my room. This iPad was up on that fucking dresser. My iPod was on this dresser. My headphones were on my desk, and my charging cord was plugged in. And the cord was literally just up there. And he's like, I didn't see that. So I tossed him the cord, and he walks into Lila's room, and he lifts up a bag, and under there is everything but the microphone. And then he reaches into the closet and pulls out the microphone and smirks at me. So I take the shit, I go into my room, I put everything on the bed, I plug in the microphone, and then I wake up my girlfriend. Because she woke up late because of this bullshit. So, I gotta leave that for now. Okay, so anyway, so then Nick leaves. He storms out of the house, and he doesn't come back until 11 at night. Because he was at his mother's house. because they're talking again. So he's at his mother's house. He comes back at 11 at night. He goes into where he sleeps, which is my sister's room sometimes the living room, and he goes to sleep. So he's sleeping. He wakes up in the morning. He storms out of the house for school. He doesn't come back for the whole weekend. It was awesome though, because what he always did is he would always threaten my stepbrothers for anything they did, and so the little break from him was nice, right, for them. So what ended up happening is my stepbrother Saturday, like evening, if you watch The Big Bang Theory. Anyway, afternoon, so like around 12, my stepbrothers are about to play the PS4 that I just hooked up in the living room for them. And they're like, where's your second controller? And I said, it should be there. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. So I messaged Nick, and I said, did you take my PS4 controller? And he's like, why? And I said, because you weren't supposed to. And he just goes, okay. And I said, so did you take it? That doesn't answer my question. And what he says is, what was it? Yeah. And I said, why? And he goes, because I can. And I said, you can't. It's my shit. And he goes, okay, bye. And I said, I want it back. And then he blocks me. So I'm like, fuck that. And I message his mother. And I tell his mother that Nick has stolen something from me and I would like it back, please. Can you please help me in getting it back? And she's like, no, because of you, he's not my son anymore. I don't have any control over him now. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you don't need to have control over him. I'm offering to walk down there, pick it up, and walk back. It's not that hard. And she's like, no, you're not welcome in my home anymore after what you did. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what the fuck? So we get into a big argument, and then sarcastically I say to her, because she's like, Nick's going to be going over there to get all of his stuff, and he's going to search for the game. And I was like, no, Nick is no longer welcome in my home. To be sarcastic to her. So then, from there, Nick's like telling people that I kicked him out of the fucking house, and I would not let him get his stuff back, which is a load of bullshit. Fuck. Stupid thing. Okay, anyway. Sorry, got distracted. Anyway, he goes, and he comes, sorry, this is just my girl. So he starts telling me that he's going to be here to pick up his things. Jesus. Anyway, okay. Anyway, sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. The reason why I'm not, like, pausing this video is because I still have to figure out that whole fucking Blender thing, because I don't have it fully figured out, so the videos are being retarded. So that's why this is like all happening during the video. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, so he tells me that he's coming here to pick up his stuff. The deadbolt will be off. He'll leave my controller only if he gets all of his things, and he's gonna walk in and get what he wants. Okay, so and I was like, yeah, no, you can come between 6 and 6:30 to pick up the stuff I already have bagged up for you in a garbage bag. I'll be downstairs waiting. So he's like, no, I'll be walking in, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, no. So Monday comes around. During school, he messages me, and he's like, what he says is, fuck, what was it? He says that he's walking in on Wednesday to get this. One of the things he lost. And if these demands are not met, the police will be with him on Thursday. And I was like, yeah, no, you just stole from me. You can bring the cops if you want to today between 6 and 6:30 when I will be waiting downstairs. You will be bringing my charger, the charging box, the controller, and my fucking house key. And he's like, never mind, we're coming today. We'll be there between 5 and 9. I'm like, no, you fucking won't. You'll be there between 6 and 6:30. So, blah, blah, blah. His mother then messages me and is like, stop being such a pain in the ass about this and let my son have his stuff back. Well, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I literally have all of his shit bagged up. The reason why she's saying this is because my stepbrothers borrowed a game from Nick that he let them borrow, and they still have it, because that's not my fucking problem. He can call the cops on me if he fucking wants to. So, yeah, what is he gonna do? Call the cops on me for not having his game and then not forcing my stepbrothers to give it to them? Fuck that. I don't care. So the game wasn't there. I handed him his stuff, and he hands me a bag full of his stuff. There's no cops there, obviously, because, they're not actually going to bring cops. They were just trying to scare me with the law and blah, 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 which is fucking retarded. So, he's all depressed. He also messaged my mom, told her that I kicked him out, also told him that, also told my mom that the reason he actually wants cops involved is because he's scared that I'm gonna beat the shit out of him because I know I can. I already know I can, but that's not who I am as a person. I don't fight unless there's a fucking reason to fight. I've only ever been in like 6 fist fights in my whole life, and I've only ever started one. So, no. Nick decided to fucking, what he did after he left was he messaged my stepbrother Jeremy, and he was like, I want my game back. And he's like, you're gonna meet me at Shoppers alone at 3 o'clock on Saturday with my game. And Jeremy's like, yeah, no, you rapist. Curtis and Andrew will both be going. And Nick's like, no, Curtis is not allowed to be there, bitch. You think I'm not allowed to? Yeah, he told me almost instantly. So I'm like, alright, you, me, Andrew are going, right? He's like, alright, sounds good. So I put the game in the bag, and then we go meet up with my best friend Sebastian and his girlfriend. We all go to Shoppers, right? Because Nick is scared of me, and now he's scared of Sebastian. So he wants to go and meet up with my stepbrothers that he threatened almost every day by himself and demanding it. No, that's not going to happen. So we all go to Shoppers, and we're waiting there. We wait there for 15 minutes. He doesn't show up. We leave. We go back to my house, and then we go and we have fun on the escarpment, and we have we roast marshmallows and everything. The escarpment is the mountain. It's like this forest area. Anyway, and it was a lot of fun. So, basically, Nick talked shit about me. He decided to do nothing around the house. He bullied my stepbrothers. And, yeah, him and I are no longer friends. And he says to people that he did absolutely nothing wrong. I did fuck all around the house. and I just kicked him out because he didn't do the garbage and recycling for one night, which is a load of fucking bullshit. Anyway, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. This video will be out, if not today, then Saturday. And today is the 8th. It's Thursday, so it won't take long anyway. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, peace.